Hello and welcome to my short video of airing up tires with my brand new compressor. I have not used this compressor yet. It is a MorrFlate 5.6 something. Am I holding this like a microphone? Yes. Why? Not wearing a hat, not clipping it to my hair, and if I put it here, it's going to be in my beard and all you're going to hear is ruffling. Now, why are we making this video? Well, I will tell you. I have never aired down these tires to 20, 18 before, but today I did. Now, the other reason is I have to use a car battery to inflate them. So I'm going to grab the camera and you're going to come for a walk with me. All right, come on, let's go. Hello and welcome back to the back of my truck. Now, why are we here? Because the compressor's in the back and I want to show you my super cool setup. Now, if we click this button, normally it opens. Today, it decided to cooperate. Also, normally the back of my truck is more organized. Is it right now? No. Why? We tried to drive to the top of the VOR on Perry Creek, made it about just over 3/4 of the way there. We had 8 kilometers left of 20 something. And the MorrFlate is in the back of my truck. So we're gonna get the MorrFlate out. I'm gonna grab the car battery and we're gonna try this thing out for the first time ever. Don't look at my ass. I mean, don't look at my ass. Now the MorrFlate sits inside of this bag. Now eventually this bag will not exist and the MorrFlate will be mounted up there to the rack. There will also be a car battery back here that will also be mounted. And I have solar that's going on. There will be a video on that soon. There'll be solar on the roof that will be wired into the back box of the truck that will constantly be charging that battery when I want it wired up. And when I don't want it wired up, it'll be hooked up to an EcoFlow. Wonderful. Okay. I appear to not know where my inflatey tool is. Don't worry about it. I know it's here. I saw it earlier. I'm going to tell you exactly why this is exciting. This was $29. A Canadian Tire was the last one. Why is that exciting? It's $29. Come on. This was $14. I already broke it. And you might be like, hey, you know, take it in with the receipt. Get a new one. I don't have the receipt, but I'm going to tell you a little story while we get all this stuff worked up. Long time ago, in a galaxy not so far away, that being Surrey, BC, I worked at Canadian Tire. I also worked at a Petland as a manager. Now, the reason that's important is back when I worked there, we had this rule of no receipt, no return. And you know what's awesome? Ever since that time, that rule seems to have been completely and utterly shot out the goddamn window and nobody cares anymore. Now you can go in and be like, I bought it with this card. And they'll be like, cool. Do you know roughly when? And you'll say, I bought it 3 days ago. And they'll be like, awesome. And then they'll say, hey, guess what? It's all right here. You're good to go. He'd be like, wait, fucking pardon? He'd be like, yeah, man, you're good. You're like, wait, is that easy? You're like, yeah. And then you think back to all those times where you went to a pet store or Canadian Tire and you're like, hey, I want to return this. My dog didn't like it. And the little shithead you were dealing with was like, hey, you don't have your receipt. Fuck off. That's what they were saying internally. And if you think otherwise, you're mistaken. Also, I could be cutting this off, and instead, I'm telling you a story, and you're going to have to deal with it. And this is a vertical story. Yes, it is. So, anyways, now there's this whole thing where, you know, you don't have to worry about that anymore, and you can just, you know, fucking give her, bud. $10 says it doesn't fit to the compressor because I didn't look before I did it. But don't worry about it. That's a me problem. All right, so we're going to take this. We're going to unbox the MorrFlate. There she is. You can't see it, it's in a bag. There she is. The MorrFlate 5.6 or some shit. All right, now that we got the MorrFlate out, we're gonna hook this son of a bitch up to the car battery. And I do not ever goddamn remember if it's negative first or positive first. So we're gonna go, I'm positive it's positive. And then we're gonna go, I'm negative that I was correct. Look at that. Hey, it works. Now, does this fit on? It does. Look at that. We're fucking killer, dog. I'm sorry if you didn't see any of that, but you heard it. We're going to make sure that the tires are now being compressed or PSI'd to 35. Because why? Because that's what I was told. With this compressor specifically, I was told, always leave it on and running because it's not meant to only do 1 tire at a time. It's meant to do 2. So I will blow the seal if I don't do it. Ask me how I know. I did it once to somebody else's. We're not going to talk about that. That's wonderful. Oh my God, that is so fast. Okay, it's not as fast as I thought it would be. The thing is my last compressor, I was using one of those ones that plugs into the cigarette lighter. That thing was slow as hell. Holy crap. You had to inflate the damn thing and then wait 5 minutes for the first tire, 10 minutes for the next tire, and then it got progressively longer as you went. Why? Well, the reason is solely because it was not meant to inflate tires this big. So I screwed up. That's one tire down. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna check that I was actually recording, and I'm also gonna check that the truck says it's also at 35, and if it is, that gauge is good for a $12, $14, whatever the hell it was, Mastercraft thing. So, why am I standing? The tire is currently at 33. This thing I knew was about 2 off. I only know that because I checked a couple days ago and it also said it was 2 off. So now I know that if I air up to 35, it's actually 33 and I need to go 2 over. So I'm actually gonna go up right below the 40 line and that'll be good. But anyways, MorrFlate compressor. I'm not gonna test it and see if I have to keep the trigger pulled the entire time because again, I already did that to somebody else's. I don't wanna do that again. But it works really well. The only downside, you have to have a car battery hooked up to it. Now, that's not a problem for most people who have a normal ass vehicle. I have a Hybrid Pro. So my car battery is actually in the back seat. There are clips inside the fuse box under the hood. Am I ballsy enough to try it? Absolutely fucking not. If any of you guys have and you want to give it a go and you want to tell me if it works or not, be my guest, but I am not messing around with a hybrid because no.